All right. Good evening. Let's take a few breaths first before we get started with anything. Just breathe. As our theme for this month is mercy, I am focusing on the power of forgiveness this week. And there are many forms of forgiveness, many ways to think about forgiveness. And the one that works for me and that I would like to share is the idea of letting go of any bad energy you are harboring for anyone else who has done you wrong, or for yourself, if you're angry with yourself for any reason. We get rid of that, we get rid of all the associations with it so that we can be lighter, we can feel more at ease. And so let's come inside, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Later in the week, I will share a forgiveness meditation with you. So if you're here on Friday or tomorrow for gentle yoga, you can participate in that. Deepen your inhale, fill up your lungs, and slow down your exhale. Make it long and slow. When we breathe in forgiveness. Let's start with forgiving ourselves for all the things we've done that has disconnected us with the world, that has led us to judge others, that has led us to anger and hatred. Let's do our best on our exhale to let go of that. Inhale, fill up, forgiveness, exhale, let it go and share it. Share that forgiveness with everyone you know, with everyone who's around you, even if you don't know them. After your next exhale, return to your natural breath and slowly open your eyes to take in the light. Hands alongside your hips. See that your back is in its mountain spine. Your shoulders over your hips, crown of your head reaching up. Inhale, and on an exhale, walk your right hand away from your hip, left arm alongside left ear, bend your right elbow, and a stretch. Big, long stretch. Notice what you feel and where you feel what you feel. Inhale and exhale, place your left hand forward of your right knee. Bring both arms parallel. Look up, look forward, straight arms. Inhale. Exhale, bend your elbows and fold. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight arms, pause. Slide your hands towards your knee, left hand on right knee, right arm behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Place your left hand on your right thigh, right arm alongside your ear, and lateral stretch in the opposite direction toward the left. Inhale, both arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra behind you. Send your knuckles to the earth, baby back bend. Inhale and then exhale, fold forward, let your arms reach straight out. They can reach straight behind you. They can rest on your back, or they can go all the way up to the ceiling. It depends on your shoulders. This is early in class. Do not force anything. And then unfold. Release your arms. Other side, left hand moves away. Right arm alongside right ear. And feel the stretch. Feel what part of your body is resisting you. Make note of it, knowing that's where you need a little extra work. Inhale, exhale, right hand forward of left knee, parallel arms. Straight arms look forward on an inhale, exhale, bend and fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straight arms, exhale, fold. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straight arms, slide your hands to your knee, right hand on left knee. Turn to look over your left shoulder. Remember, when you're in these twists, you want to keep your spine tall, reaching for the sky. And when you're empty of breath, maybe you can get another millimeter or two in there in that twist. Right hand on left thigh, left arm alongside left ear, lateral stretch to the right. Bring both arms up to center. Send your arms back behind you. This time you're going to rest on your wrists, your fingers pointing forward, a little bit deeper of a back bend. Look up, and you're in a great position now for dragon's breath. So we'll do that 3 times. Inhale through the nose. Ha. through the mouth. Ha, ha. Once more. Ha. Spring off your fingers, fold forward any amount. Slowly unfold. Release your legs, stretch them out in front of you, shake them loose. Rotate them, wake them up. All right. I'm going to go in this direction. No, I'm going to go in this direction. Okay. That's to protect my knee from me. Bring your left knee into your chest. Pause for a moment, take a breath. Then open your left leg out to the side. Your right leg is long and straight. Toes to the ceiling, arms alongside your ears. Square your shoulders with the long edge, edge of your mat. Inhale, and on an exhale, engage your abdominal muscles and fold over your extended leg any amount. Look up. Release your left hand and follow it as it reaches up for the sky, as it makes a little trip all the way down alongside your hip. Use your right arm like a propeller to come up onto your left shin. And let your right arm lead you back down. Okay. Bring your left ankle on your right thigh. Bend your right knee to bring your left leg closer to you. And wrap your arms around your leg, or take your foot with one hand and your knee with the other. Extend your right leg. And cradle your left leg and rock it from side to side. And then come to center and pause a moment. And take the outside, the pinky edge of your left foot, send it forward slowly so that your shin is parallel with the floor. Bring your right hand alongside your right hip. You can keep your leg right here, or you can straighten it. Whether it's bent or straight, you're going to send it out to the left. However, you want to try and keep your back straight. So come back onto your sits bones. That means your left leg is going to lower a little bit. And that's okay. It's not about how high you get it. And then flow your right arm, float it. Then bring your left leg back to center. Switch the holding of your pinky edge of your foot. Your right hand is holding it now. Your left hand becomes your support. So again, your leg may be bent, and you'll send it across your right leg, not a lot, all right? Not too much. Float your left arm. Place your left foot down outside your right thigh. Wrap your right arm around your left shin and turn to look over your left shoulder. Another twist. Left arm reaches up for the sky, fingers reaching up. Counter twist to the right. You can stay right here in this nice counter twist, or you can step your left foot away from your right thigh. And when you do that, your whole right leg will go onto the pinky edge side of that leg. And you will use your right arm as support and your left arm as your rudder to bring you up into a supported side plank. And bring it down. All right, check out your legs. Okay, so the reason I started with my left leg is that my right knee is still requiring some TLC. It's still not perfectly happy, but we're getting there. So bring that right leg in, pause for a moment, open it out to the side. Square your shoulders with the edge of your mat. Make sure your extended leg is active. Arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale over your extended leg any amount. Look up. Release your right hand and follow it as it reaches up for the sky, as it comes down alongside your hip. I'm not going to be doing this with you, but you know what to do. Your left arm comes up and you lift up on to your right shin. Excellent. And bring it down. All right. Right ankle on left thigh. Bend your left knee to bring your right leg closer. So I'm not going to be holding this so tight, this leg. Extend your left leg and rock the cradle. Rock your little pigeon leg. All right. Then come to center. Take the outside of your right foot, send it forward. You have a right angle with your right leg. Your left arm still supporting you. Maybe you'll straighten your right leg. So adjust your seat so that you have that mountain spine. Then send your leg out to the side, any amount, and float your left arm. Bring your right leg back to center. Switch the holding of your foot into your left hand. Right hand comes down. And you're going to go across the center line. You're going to step your right foot outside your left thigh. Nope, the other way. And wrap your left hand around your leg. You're looking over your right shoulder. Right arm comes alongside right ear, counter twist. Looking over at your left shoulder. Stay here or step your right foot away from your left leg. I didn't tell you this on the other side, but I'm going to now. You want your right leg to be far enough away so that when you come up into the side plank, your knee will be over your ankle. It won't be behind your ankle won't be behind your knee. All right. So you're on the pinky edge side of your left leg. You're going to use your right arm as a lever to come to your side plank, your supported side plank. And bring it down. Okay, excellent. Bring the soles of your feet together. We're going to do Tadasana. Tadasana is the star pose. So soles of your feet are together and your feet are not too close to your hips so that you have a nice diamond shape. You're going to bring your forearm in front of your chest and then place the other forearm right on top of it. You're going to inhale and then exhale, bend forward. You're just going to keep your arms where they are. You're just sliding your torso forward. You're going to inhale and then exhale and come a little bit farther still, a little bit more. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to bring your forearms all the way down to your legs or your ankles, wherever they reach. Maybe you won't even go that far. Maybe they'll stay floating. That's perfectly all right because you're still creating the shape of a six-pointed star. You have two triangles. Your forearms forming the base of one, your hips or knee to knee, the base of the other. Tadasana. And very slowly lift your forearms, come all the way back up, release your arms. Send your legs out in front of you and shake them out. We're going to come on to our hands and knees next. All right, so come to table. Remember, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And let's start with some cats and dogs. So on an inhale, curl your spine towards the mat. Hold it for a few breaths. Exhale, send your spine arching to the sky. Hold it. Inhale, to a dog spine. And now continue at your own pace, inhaling in your dog, exhaling when your spine is arching to the sky. And try to keep your breath aligned in sync with your movements so that you're exhaling and inhaling, and you change your shape with each part of your breath. When you do that, especially in this pose, pay attention to your breath. Pay attention what happens in your cat when you empty of breath and when you fill up with breath as your spine curves towards the mat. It's like feeling your breath rushing from one shape to the other. Next time you're in your cat spine, pause and come to a neutral spine. Send your right leg back behind you. You're on the ball of your foot. It's on the mat. You're going to swivel your right foot on the mat and fan open to the right. You're going to send your right arm alongside your right ear. Send your toes in the opposite direction for a full body stretch. Bring your arm back up, fingers pointing to the ceiling. Now lift your right leg. You may wish to bend your right knee and take it with your right hand and open up. And then release it. Bring your knee back down. Bring your hand back down. Send your left leg back behind you. Swivel your foot on the mat, fan open to the left. Send your left arm alongside your left ear, your toes in the opposite direction for a full body stretch. Arm straight up, straight out from your shoulder, fingers reaching for the sky. Lift your left leg. Maybe you want to bend your right knee, take your left foot, and open up. And then release it. Come to child's pose. Come back up to hands and knees. Get your alignment. Send your right leg back behind you, ball of your foot on the mat. Lift it up, hip height. Send your left arm back behind you to make sure your hips are square with the mat. And then send your left arm alongside your left ear. Feel the opposite dynamic of your arm going one way, your leg going the other. Dynamic opposition. Bring your hand down, bring your knee down. Let's do that on the other side. Left leg goes back. Lift it hip high. Check your hip alignment. Right arm alongside right ear. Hold this pose. It's called bird dog. Bring your knee down, bring your hand down. Come to child's pose. So from child's pose, make your way onto your hips to sit down. Send your legs out in front of you. And make your way onto your back. We're only going to stay here for one or two poses. So just come all the way down onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. You're going to cross your right ankle over your left. So listen carefully, because this is complicated and it's hard to figure out which is your left leg and which is your right here. You're going to reach for your feet with your hands. So you're holding your left foot with your right hand, your right foot with your left hand. If you can't reach, take your ankle, take whatever you can reach of those legs. Then you're going to release your right foot and place your right foot down on the mat in front of your hips. You're still holding your left foot. You're going to place your left knee on the mat, still holding your foot. Your left arm alongside your left ear. You're going to push your right foot into the mat just a bit, and to make sure that your right knee is reaching for the ceiling. And then you're going to lift your right hip up and stretch. Send your right foot into the mat. Send your left arm, reach it back behind you, lift your hip. And bring it down. Opens up your hip flexors, gets to your psoas muscle, your major hip flexor, which is deep inside. And loosens up your hip socket. All right, you're going to do that again. You're going to lift your right hip. Make sure your right knee is pointing to the ceiling. And bring it down. Release. Bring your knees back into your chest, left ankle over right. Take your feet. Release your left foot, place it on the mat. Release your right knee, put it down on the mat. You're still holding your right foot. Your right arm reaches back behind you alongside your ear. Left knee to the ceiling. Strong left foot on the mat. Lift your left hip. Stretch, reach your arm away as you push your left foot into the mat. And release it. Take another breath. And then on your exhale, lift your hip again. And release it. Untangle your legs. Stretch out your legs and take 5 breaths in a Shavasana type pose. Don't get too comfortable. And bring your feet to the mat. Send them to either the left or the right. If you're sending them to the left, your right hand comes in front of your chest. You push in and come up to sit. And you're going to make your way up to stand. Right. All right, good. Come to your mountain pose. Shoulders, yeah. Let's have a sun breath. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale one more time. Bring it down to your heart. Right. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway up to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Send your right leg back behind you, but flatten your right foot on the mat. Warrior one legs. Make sure your hips are square. Stream your arms alongside your hips and then use your arms as levers to bring warrior one up from the earth. Look up between your hands. Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Bring your hands down to your heart. Release your arms, send them back behind you, Yoga Mudra behind you. Straighten your arms, open up your heart, brave heart. Inhale, exhale, halfway. Stay here or on another exhale. You inhale, exhale. Maybe you want to come down the crown of your head towards the mat. Push your feet into the mat. Let your knuckles lead you back up. Send your arms straight out in front of you, palms of your hands facing each other. You're going to cross your right hand over your left, come into eagle arms, eagle warrior. Inhale, exhale, twist in the direction of your bent knee. Inhale, exhale, all the way over to the other side. You're twisting to your open side. You're going to step your back foot into warrior two position and open up those wings. So you have these big eagle wings spreading out. And you're going to play with your wings. You're going to send both of them to the left, and then both of them to the right, both to the left, and keep it going, flowing. A flowing Virabhadrasana 2. A Garuda Virabhadrasana 2. That's an eagle warrior 2. And then come back to your warrior 2. And you're going to swivel back into warrior 1. So it takes a couple of steps to do that. And you're going to bring your weight forward over your left leg and just come up onto the ball of your right foot and then bring it back down. Do that again, come up onto the ball of your right foot and bring it back down. Now step your right foot forward alongside your left, bend both your knees, come to sit in your chair. Cross your right leg over your left for warrior legs. For eagle legs. Your left arm over your right for eagle arms. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Squat down. Squat down. See that little mouse running? You want to grab it. Grab hold of it. And then come all the way up. And as you come up, you're going to spread your wings and land in a tree. Or not. Now you've still got that little mouse in your beak. So you're going to lift your right leg, lift your knee, and fly away. And then you're going to come back, land in the tree where your nest is, so you can feed your babies. You're going to lift your right knee and step it back to warrior 1. As you bring your arms down, you're going to step your right leg forward and fold over. Bend in half. Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay, we'll do that on the other side. Take a breath. Inhale, gather. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Left leg goes back, warrior 1, legs. Stream your arms alongside your hips. Swing your arms up, warrior 1. Look up between your hands, say a prayer. Bring that prayer down to your heart. Send your arms, your hands back behind you, Yoga Mudra. Open up your heart, brave warrior. Inhale, exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, exhale, devotional warrior. Push your feet into the mat. Let your knuckles lead you back up to warrior one. Arms in front of you, palms facing each other, left arm over right. Garuda warrior, the eagle. Inhale, exhale. Twist toward your bent knee. Come to center. Inhale, exhale. Twist to the other side, the open side. Release your wings. Step in to warrior two. Let's float our wings, going back and forth like you're doing a dance. Garuda dance. And then come back to your warrior two. Swivel to warrior one. Begin to bring your weight forward over your right ankle. Come on to the ball of your left foot. Do that again. And then a third time. Then step your left foot forward. Bend your knees. Sit in your chair, arms straight out in front of you. Left over right. Left knee over right knee. Right arm over left. Thumb to your third eye. Squat. Grab that mouse and then fly away into your tree. Spread your wings, lift your left knee. Send your leg back behind you and fly away. Come to land in another tree. Lift your left leg, step back to warrior one. As you bring your hands down, fingers pointing to the mat, step forward, fold in half. Fly out and up and down the center line. Right, good. Come to a mountain. And just breathe. Bow your head, curl your shoulders down, and begin your journey back down onto the mat. And make your way all the way down to your back. Step your feet on the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Send your arms straight out in a T shape. Bring your knees in as close as you can to your chest. You're going to send your knees to your left elbow, or in that direction. And you're going to try to keep both shoulders down on the mat. You're looking over your right shoulder. Bring your knees back to center. Pause for a moment here. Send your knees to your right elbow, your left shoulder on the mat. Look to the left. Bring your knees back to center, your feet on the mat. Send your knees over to the left, your gaze to the right. Notice the difference from an extreme twist to a gentle twist. Bring your knees through center and over to the other side, your gaze to the other side. Bring your knees to center and bring your knees into your chest. Open them out wide away from each other, your one hand on each knee, and then make circles. So you're sending your knees away from you, you're sending them forward, you're bringing them together and then back to your chest. Send them away, forward, together to your chest. So you're making two separate circles. One's going clockwise, the other is counterclockwise, right? I think. Yeah. And I'm going to stop that because my knee doesn't like that. And keep going a few more times. And then the next time your knees are to center, go in the opposite direction. Yeah, no. And then come back to center and roll from side to side. Bring your feet to the mat. Extend one leg and then the other, and get yourself to move into Shavasana. Feel the weight of your head sinking in to the mat. Feel your shoulders hugging the mat, the backs of your arms. Feel your fingers cupped up towards the sky. Feel your ribs against the mat, your hips. Feel the backs of your legs getting heavy. Your whole body letting go to gravity. Feel your cupped hands in a gesture that represents forgiveness. Letting go of all of the feelings that we harbor inside, just let them release through your hands. Let them go. Imagine that happening. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Breathe in deeply and let it go. And begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead behind you, your feet away from you. Big, long, full body stretch. And bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. And final massage of your back. Then release your legs and roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position. And make your way up to sit. Thank you so much for being with me tonight. Namaste.